Here we
Guys,
are.
whoa, we're stopping. What the? Wait, where are we?
Driver.
Oh
Where
my
we at?
God! We're at the club.
We're at the club, boys.
Oh shit!
Holy
we
fuck.
did it.
They got bottle service. They got it ready.
Another director down.
Yeah,
Feels good.
pretty cool.
It does.
I feel
Satisfying.
distinguished now. I'm a film enthusiast now. I've
Another
Yeah.
feather in the cap.
yeah.
You're a film snob now. You can go on Reddit and shit talk.
Well, have you watched
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson's movies all
Yeah.
in order to really?
Oh, you haven't seen
understand
There
his
Will Be Blood?
filmography?
I used to be like you.
You really get the full experience when you watch them in order. So anyone who hasn't done that, I just don't respect. So
You don't really understand his evolution as a
Yeah.
director. So.
You're not into cinema.
right.
Yeah.
You claim to be, but yeah, this is I don't know, the most recent one. I actually saw this one in theaters. This is
Same.
the only one. I've
Yeah,
seen in
I'm a little
theaters,
jealous
so.
of that because
Hmm.
I had a great experience with this one personally, just watching it here at home. So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, I was a little mid on it coming out of the theater, but I had also only seen like Punch Drunk Love maybe. So like I
Yeah.
was just like, but this I don't know, man. This rewatch, I felt a lot of love come this one. I think
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
is a lot better than I thought, and I laughed a lot, and I found it to
I
be a
did too,
really
man.
fun watch, and I liked it a lot more than I thought I would this time. So I think the second rewatch opened up a lot for me.
There's a theme here with your rewatches, except for the master, I guess. You kind of
Yeah, that's true.
stayed
that one's
stagnant on
a bit
that,
of an
but like,
outlier.
Most of my rewatches, the movie becomes better. Yeah, that's true.
Just pick up on more
I'm a
stuff
huge advocate for rewatching movies, so
Yeah.
I watch.
that deserve it.
Yes,
Deserve it.
yes, that's true.
Because
That's true.
let's be fair, I'm not about to rewatch Airbender or Old or no. I'm sorry.
But you
Sorry, I'm
missed
not,
the
I'm not
most
trying to show
important
no
nuggets
shade.
from those movies, dude. You can get so much more when you go back and see it
Yeah.
again.
I can watch. Yeah, we're different director.
Yeah,
We don't need to get it.
Sorry.
No.
But yeah, immediately I don't know, like this one just feels more like a Paul Thomas Anderson back to his like style, back on his
Yeah,
like
sure.
grind
That's
a little
what
bit,
yeah.
you know. The opening, the cherry bomb just like gives you like the energy level of this movie and the time period of the movie, and then it goes into the super long take where that's his like bread and butter for an opening, where it's just
Yep.
like the two characters in line and just moves all the way through the photo and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Great fucking scene.
That might have been.
And-
This is somewhat about it for me personally. Sorry, I don't mean to, but some of the best or my favorite cinematography might have been in this one.
Nice.
Just there's some fucking juicy shots
beautiful.
in this.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Go
No,
on.
yeah, I mean, that was good. It's just more of like a slice of life movie. I felt a little more Dazed
Yeah.
and Confused type, just like
For sure.
because if you like break down Dazed and Confused as a movie, it probably isn't as good as it should be. But for some reason, that movie is just so fucking good because it just feels so good, like to watch and
Yeah, it
the
does.
characters. And I just felt the love of like it's meandering. The story like doesn't really go like it doesn't have a thrust, but it's so entertaining that you want to see where it's going next.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yeah.
like Inherent Vice, where is like a similar style, but you don't want to see what's coming next, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
right.
Yeah.
Like this
You're more
one,
so like, when's it gonna end?
yeah, it's like what the
Yeah.
fuck is this about? Why is this coming on? And then this one's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fun. Okay, well, you know, shit. Okay, Bradley Cooper, fuck, you know, like
Yeah. What's the next adventure?
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was just fun, more fun, man. And
Watching what's his name hustle it out, like all the him just trying like fucking trying everything new.
I mean, the
Yeah.
characters, I don't know. I see a lot of people like who really think they're like so unlikable that this movie becomes basically illegitimate because it's like the
Really?
character you just can't fucking like the character. But I don't know.
I related so much to these characters. I thought they
Mhm.
were so real.
I liked how like Cooper Hoffman. I mean, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah,
just
that is
keeping the
cool.
legacy alive.
Really cool.
But his character, I mean, he's like the first shot you get of him, he's like leaning out from the crowd. And that's exactly who this guy is. He's standing out. He is confident.
Yeah.
He's like uber confident. He's got the plan. He's got it. And he's 15 years old. And then like the first 20 minutes are like us as the audience and Alana, the other main character, being like proven that he's not all bullshit. He's backing up everything he's claiming.
Yeah.
And he's
Mhm.
actually this good. And he's actually got this going. And I mean, I don't know. It just like that brought me in so much. And the characters were very fleshed out almost immediately in this movie. Like it felt very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I noticed why I like this one so much more, and while I was going through the rankings, like trying to figure out where I wanted stuff, I was like, this one, Punch Drunk Love, and Phantom Thread are essentially like the same story. If you feel me, like they're like it's literally just like couples trying to figure out like their love language and like trying to figure out how to communicate to each other like how they feel actually.
Yeah.
And I think this one just did it with like so much style and grace and like fun. Like just like I felt the love throughout this one, and I was just here for it. It was a good ass time. I loved seeing Bradley Cooper's character as like
Bradley Cooper is amazing.
he's so good in it, and I was just like, this is literally like the grown up version of our character here, right? But like the guy who didn't quite figure out like the relationship side of things. He's like struggling to like get Barbara, like he's like trying to get to Barbara, and like she's kind of like calling and dodging with his assistant or whatever and stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, this is a cool foil, and you see him on the street again, just trying to pick up chicks randomly because he's that guy, right? He's chasing that tail himself. Yeah. I don't know. I just liked that parallel. I was like, this is cool. Yeah, nice. Well done.
Yeah, I felt I feel the Punch Drunk Love parallel for sure, on like just the the romantic dreaminess kind of, for like that story. It feels also pretty like one of the more personal PTA movies, or kind of just true right to his doorstep almost, like it's just more of like his actual life vibe, I would think, which kind of brings it a little more up for me. But just like more, no real like outside dramatic hook like for his other movies like The Master, There Will Be Blood, or stuff like that. But it's just super enjoyable and fun rad.
Right.
So,
super grounded. Just you're there hanging out with people, and like it's like all these auteur directors, they're making their love letter, to Hollywood. Yeah. And I'm here for it. This watch through is also more enjoyable for me than the original.
Cool.
My theater experience. I don't know why, but I felt like it felt more inviting, I guess, this watch through. Maybe I was just going in with a more open mind, because I didn't really know anything about it going in to the theater. So I don't know why. I can't explain it, but yeah, this one
feels like the first watch. It just like the significance like doesn't hit me as much or something. Yeah. Or like the turns were just like, okay. But I don't know, when you know what you're in for the second time, you're like ready for it more.
Right.
Like, you're like, you want
just
it more for some reason.
Yeah. It felt, I know my initial thoughts coming out were like, Tarantino just did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and now this is his like love letter to Hollywood, and it just felt like it was the unsuccessful love letter to Hollywood. But now going through his filmography fully again, and then leading into this one, you kind of feel his love and his ambitions, and I don't know, like you said, it's just more grounded. It feels like this is his story, so it's just cool.
What did you guys land on for ratings? Because I landed at 4.5 for this one.
I originally had it at 3.5, but I think I'm gonna give it 4 now.
I was at 3. I'm bumping it up to a 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. Very enjoyable watch through. Yeah. I did laugh more this watch through. So.
Yeah. Huge cast.
Are you circumcised? What? Are you circumcised? What does your penis look like? Yeah, I'm circumcised. Then you're a fucking Jew.
Are you ready to do a barucha on the challah?
Oh, wow. Thank you. However, I must respectfully refuse. I'm an atheist.
Yeah, I thought. They give those chances to the main two. Obviously, they're kind of like relative unknowns. Alana Haim has her band Haim or whatever, but I don't know. I thought using her real life family was a really big highlight cool. Too. Cool, yeah. It kind of brought like just straight up like realism, and it just felt real. Yeah. And I don't know. She did pretty good. I really liked the line where she's like smoking with her sister, and then she's like, "You gotta stop fighting with people." And she's like, "Oh, fuck off, Danielle." It was like that's like a 10-second cut, and it's just like perfect. Like,
it is.
That's good.
Yeah, that one struck me too.
But I mean,
You're
the
always
cast
fucking
list,
judging me with your fucking judgy look.
just because you work for mom and dad.
You're always thinking. You're a thinker. Yeah, you're always thinking something.
Yeah. But yeah, the actor list, it's a huge list. I mean, John Michael Higgins, I thought was great as like this racist. He's like translating Japanese to his Japanese wife, like just by giving like this obnoxious accent. Like
He ends it with this.
Like,
What the fuck?
But Mary Elizabeth Ellis, the waitress from It's Always Sunny, she kind of, it was nice seeing her as the mom.
Benny Safdie showing up.
Safdie, yeah.
Actually doing really like so convincing too. I was not ready.
Yeah, he's good. He captures you pretty easily, Benny Safdie, I feel like. But and also Skylar Gisondo, he's like the rival that Lance, he's the other actor. Yeah. I love that little dude, that actor.
Me too.
And he was making me laugh a lot early on, like his takes and stuff like that. So, and that was a good character too, because it immediately undermines Gary. Like for the first 30 minutes, that guy's a god. And then once you see a different actor, he's immediately put in his place. So that was good. Mm. But also I don't know. I wanted to bring up the fact that like these two characters are like such a wide age gap, and I think that also makes this movie like illegitimate to people as like, this is fucking propaganda, this should not be seen by fucking people, like. But I don't know how to phrase this well without me coming off terribly, but I think like this portrayed this relationship like very well. I don't like the age gaps and like the gray areas of relationships are what this movie really dives into, like with Gary like almost grabbing her boob like when she's like sleeping. Like, I don't know, I just feel like some of these movies need to be made like in my opinion, because like there's still truth in a relationship to that level, and especially in the 70s. Get fucked, I don't give a shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give a shit back then, I don't give a shit now. Like so like to me it's like real, and I actually like how it is like a real love story between a huge age gap, and it's done right, and it gives you these like they question if it's right, and they can't help it that they love each other, you know what I'm saying? Like I just like, I don't know, there's people that would be like 25 and 15. It's just like, I don't know how to phrase this without me being like a creeper.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was thinking about this on my way home today, and I think what makes it a little bit more tasteful is just like, it's not like she's a predator, if you want to use that word, but like she wasn't actively pursuing him. He saw her, and then he went back home and said, I found the girl I'm going to marry one day. And so like it's him actively pursuing this person, knowing there's this age gap. So it's not like she's like, you know, leaving a trail of candy into her van or some shit. It's more of like he's pursuing this person that he knows has this huge age gap, but he's mature beyond his age, and he knows what he wants, and he's going to get it. So
that's, I loved that it was like the push and pull of it. They nailed that shit. Because it's like there's so many chances, right, for them to like commit, you know, to this thing that they're feeling. Yeah. And it's just like that's you're literally waiting for that kiss at near the end for the whole movie. Yeah. Yeah. And it actually feels good to like get it at the end. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like cheap and cheesy. Or wrong. It's like, oh, we're with them the whole time. We know how they have been feeling the whole time, or like the way they've sort of like, you know, the weird games they've kind of been playing to get each other's attention back. But
it's like you guys said, they're trying to find out how they work in a relationship. I mean, she is kind of trying to find who she is at this age, but he knows what he is and what he wants at his age. And you know, it's just how they meld together. I don't know. He, like I said, he knows what he wants, and he decided what he wanted. And age wasn't going to stop him, just like nothing else is going to stop him in this movie to do what he wants. You know?
Fuck yeah, man. Fucking.
Same with her. She's just trying to find her way, so it works. I mean, and it, like, sure, you could gender swap it and say this could be creepier, but why? How is that creepier? Yeah, you know, it's just.
It's just like in a time of like the like ultra properness that we're feeling right now, I find like a movie like this to be like refreshing. Like, and that's weird to me. Like that, like I have to find like real truth in a movie like this when like everyone else is saying that this movie is trash because it's portraying something like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a weird like thing I found in it when I was watching.
That's what I worry about with all these directors like getting older. Scorsese, PTA, the Coen brothers, and Tarantino. I feel like what we have story wise coming up the pipeline might be a little just disappointing and kind of pussyfooting around these things because they're so worried. You know,
because you don't want to
can't have that authenticity.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's
well,
got to be.
That's like
clean,
the growth. If
cut.
anything, I feel like that's like great. The growth I've felt like in PTA's work of like, you know, going from like Hard 8 and like Boogie Nights, stuff that maybe isn't like the most confident. I don't know if confident is the right word, but you know, like the most fleshed out or like, you know, having like the most direction to a point where in this movie where it's like this dude knows exactly like the characters he wants, the stories telling, like you know, and if it actually feels fucking real. So like, fucking good on you, PTA, because I love you, man. He's moving into my upper echelons of directors for sure. Like the amount of 4.5 and 5-star movies out of all of his that I have, it's like, yeah, he's an OG. He's a legend. I think he deserves it.
Nice.
Agreed.
Well, boys, say goodbye to our limo driver and let's get in the club and party, right?
Yeah. Party until we find our next director and take another journey.
Gotta stop fighting with everyone all the time.
Oh, fuck off, Danielle!